If you're someone who seeks validation from people, this video is definitely for you. Why do you choose to seek validation from people? Stay tuned, I'll be right back. Welcome to another episode of Insights, guys. My name is Olasumbo Akela. Today's topic of insight is attention seeking behavior. Attention seeking behavior. Talking about attention seeking behavior, it's not until you make people recognize you, but then you make people pay attention to your reasoning, to your conclusions, and to some things that are very, very delicate in your private life. So when we talk about attention seeking behavior, before I go further, do not forget to share this video. Do not forget to comment and share for others to enjoy. And back to the topic. Attention seeking behavior can include saying or doing something with the goal of getting the attention of a person or a group of people. And that is it. Sometimes you don't have to make people pay attention to you. If you're very sure and confident of whatever you are doing, you should believe that whatever you are doing should attract people's attention. Not that, okay, you're not even done with what you are doing, but then you're already around asking people for their validation, asking people for their attention. But the funny thing is that when you tend to ask people for their attention or make people pay attention to you, people would give wrong impressions and wrong opinion on whatever you are doing. So validation is the desire as well to have someone else approval. When you have someone else approval, so seeking validation is that you go around seeking for their approval, and not everyone will approve whatever you're doing. Not everyone would support you or an agreement with what you say, believe, or do. But the funny thing is that humans are naturally social creatures. We are naturally social creatures because we can't do things alone. We need to like interact with our environment, we need to interact with people, we need to interact with a lot of things, and we thrive in a community and therefore have a strong desire to belong in that community and seek validation from it. And you may think that is perfect. To some people, that is who they are and that is what they've brought themselves to get familiar with. So, what is the power of outside influence? The power of seeking attention from other people, the power of seeking validation from other people, and the power of outside influence means the term refers to our own ability to realize our fullest potential and develop our skills and talents to serve that potentiality. And in other words, it is our launch pad into limitless possibilities because we finally believe we are worthy of them and have what it takes to accomplish them. And that is the power of outside influence. So, what are the effects of seeking validation? Some people, they don't even have that pride, they don't even have confidence in themselves because they believe, okay, they are not up to whatever they are doing. Even if you assure them 100 times, a million times, they keep having that doubt between them, like, am I really capable? What does this person see in me? Why is this person like, why is this person so sure of my potential? Am I that skilled? No, you don't have to doubt in yourself. And these are effects of seeking validation every time. Obviously, you can seek validation from your parents, from your siblings, from people that are close to you, but not every time and not from everybody. And talking about the effect of seeking validation, we already know that depending on validation from other people, that is people that are disempowers us in living our own life. And that is it. But there are some effects of living a validation seeking life. If you want to make a decision, if you are doing something or you did something, oh, let me check this thing, is it okay? There are some people that they would want to post an epistle on their social media platform, but before they post such epistle, they would just send it to a friend. Please, Let me go through it. And then the friend will go through and be like, what's wrong with this thing? You wrote it well. It is nice. But I just said you should help me check it. It is an effect of seeking validation. So it is important to recognize that these are red flags so that we can avoid them. Knowledge and observation is power. And also, when we are constantly seeking approvals from other people, we are only paving way for more anxiety and depression in our life. Probably something you are up to something or you've been up to something, but then you just forwarded it to someone for validation and the person is yet to respond. You actually have the anxiety running through you and be like, okay, what if this person gives a negative feedback? What if it's not positive? Will it really be positive? So it builds some anxiety in you. And talking about this, it also leads to depression because if this person should say, oh, this is wrong, you might not even know the person does not want anything good for you. But if the person should say, oh, this is wrong when you've actually done something right, you will fall into depression and be like, okay, you are up to no good, you are up to no positivity and all other stuff. So we may seek validation from others personally via conversation or groups, but most times, via today's technology, we seek validation online, such as social media posts and engagements. So, how do you kick the validation game? How do you kick the validation game and thrive? And first and foremost, we need to turn inward to our own basic needs and see if they are being met. And that is it. You need to look into your basic needs. If you're able to look into your basic need, okay, you are lagging behind somewhere, okay, you are not good in this area, and then you are able to build yourself, you're able to strengthen yourself, then you're kind of like building your ability. The more you build your ability, the more you strengthen yourself, the more you empower yourself, the less you keep seeking for validations. So do we feel a healthy sense of belonging in where we are in life? And do you actually feel we are really, really thriving to an extent? And that is it. Are we equally receiving and giving love? And most importantly, how are we nurturing love for ourselves? How are you nurturing love for your career? How are you nurturing love for your own self? And that is a very important question. These are deep and important questions to consider, and ones that guide us further towards our self actualization. You need to r- realize yourself. You need to have that self actualization and also feeding our self esteem. You need to feed your self esteem. In some part, or it would get to an extent whereby you build your self esteem. You feel like, okay, you do not need validation in some people, and even if you need validation from some people, then they are definitely professionals. So building our self esteem is a potent practice of fully stepping into our own power again. And this may look like removing ourselves from certain social circles where we feel pressured, or minimizing our social media use. And lastly, another powerful practice is meditation. You can kick away validation game through meditation. And this is a sacred ground for developing our intuition and trusting what comes up. Believe me, if you are able to develop your intuition and believe or trust what comes up, you'll be able to deal with setbacks, you'll be able to deal with challenges. So we often end that all our life's questions are answered within, and meditation is the vehicle to answer these questions. So listening for that deep intuitive nudge is the only validation that is worth seeking, because it is your own. It is your feeling and you trust your feeling. And I feel you've been able to know few things you need to do in order to kick your validation game and then thrive in wherever you're trying to get better. I really hope this video has been of benefit to you all. Please, if it has been of benefit, please do not forget to give me a thumbs up. Do not forget to share, and do not forget to like for others to enjoy. And stop seeking validation from everybody. Not everyone wants your good. And that will be all on today's episode of Insights. Thank you so much for joining today's show, and I am wishing you a wonderful week.